Welcome to Release Your Potential Now with Jane, your weekly dose of energy, wisdom, and healing, where we explore how energy shapes your life and how you can shift it to thrive in every area physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Each week, we'll dive into practical tools, real-world examples, and quantum energy perspectives to help you stay positive, navigate challenges, and reclaim your personal power. Whether you're dealing with stress, seeking balance, or curious about the energetic world around you, this is your space for insight, growth, and transformation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Release Your Potential Now. I'm Jane Phillips, a medical intuitive, psychic medium, and your guide in this energetic world that we live in. So today's episode is a special one. It's April 22nd, it's Earth Day, which is a beautiful reminder that the natural world isn't just our environment, it's our partner in healing. And I love the theme of this month, which is dealing with stress. We've been clearing this stress and emotional weight many of us have been carrying over the last 3 weeks through these podcasts. And we're clearing especially the kind that hides in our energy field. So today, we're going to go one step deeper by reconnecting with something ancient and powerful, the earth itself. So this episode is called Ground into Peace, Let the Earth Hold You, because sometimes the best way to find calm is to come back home to your body, your breath, and the support that's been under your feet all along. So let's talk about what grounding really means. Many of you will have an understanding of that. Some of you will not. And I want to be respectful of everyone's knowledge. So we hear the word a lot, or many of us do. Oh, you're off. You need to ground yourself. Well, what does that mean? Or stay grounded, stay centered. What does that mean energetically? So to ground means to bring your awareness fully back into your body and to connect your energetic field with the frequency of the earth. Whether you're outside or inside, being aware of your body, being connected, and just calming things down is about being grounded. So when you're not ungrounded, as we say it, you're spacey and you're scattered, you're running in circles, you're disconnected from your emotions or your body, you're overwhelmed, and overwhelmed by other people's energies, overwhelmed by all you have to do, and constantly overthinking and looping thoughts and trying to do too much. And none of this is supportive. And when we're ungrounded, we're super stressed and we're not efficient, we're not in flow. It's a mess. So grounding just isn't about calm. It's basically about coming back into yourself. So the earth is a very stabilizing frequency. Just like we can plug our devices into a power outlet, we can plug into the earth and release stress, absorb calm, and regulate our nervous system. And right now, we've got a lot going on. The world feels pretty chaotic all over, not just in the United States. Many of you are not listening in the United States anyway, and in your part of the world, it might feel chaotic. But this connection with the earth is more important than ever right now. So I'd like to walk you through a few ways to ground your energy that I've been doing for a while and seem to help. And some of these, if you're too wound up, it might not be easy to do. But the one I wanted to start with first is a barefoot grounding. And I'll tell you a little story about somebody whose products I'm working with for you to consider, but also I don't get any payment for recommending him. But one of the things that I watched was a movie by Clint Ober, O-B-E-R, and he was an executive in the tech industry, and he was pretty sick, and he ended up having liver problems and all sorts of things. And he started walking barefoot on the grass. And he was starting to heal himself. And because he had all this techie electrical background, he created something called earthing mats, which are, they're mats, MATS, that plug in to the grounding of your electrical outlet in your home. And they have 2 plastic plugs for the electrical part. So he's got a special plug you plug in, and it grounds it. What it does is it puts the mat totally into a ground situation where you can put your feet on it and absorb grounding energy from the earth in the middle of the winter, or when it's pouring rain, or it's not a good climate for you to be outside. And he also now sells mats to sleep on and pillowcases and all of that. But he started off with just walking on the grass. He's written a book. It's called Earthing. And there's some other people that have paid some attention. And he's used it to help people heal pain in their backs. He's got little patches you can do, but you don't have to spend any money. It's not super expensive, by the way, when it comes down to the fact that you can use it over and over. And it's pretty easy to use. And it's something that, like, you could read a book and have your feet on this mat and get some benefits of walking barefoot. So if you're going to, that's just an idea, Clint Ober, and it's earthing. But what you can do now that we're coming into summer for a lot of parts of the world, unless you're in the southern hemisphere, you can go outside. I'm in New Mexico. It's a little harder. We have more rocks than we have grass. But take your shoes off and stand or sit in the grass or even the soil. And concrete, by the way, is conductive. So walking barefoot on concrete actually will work for you. And you can do some visualization, letting your energy gently drop through your feet and connect into the earth, or imagine the earth welcoming and holding you. Or you can just sit there and just read a book or do something calming, and you will start to get more centered. You can even say, let yourself consciously know that you're safe and that you're grounded, and you're going to release what no longer serves you into the earth. Something else I've done, which I learned as a medical intuitive, is it's kind of like a tree meditation, but it's a really good grounding tool. So you can sit with your back to a tree, or you can imagine that your back is to a tree. And you visualize yourself melding in with the tree. I've done tree hugging. This is putting your back to it, and meld yourself into the tree. And now I want you to imagine, with your spine sitting straight, that out of your feet, and you can have your feet flat on the ground, you've got roots. If you're seated or standing, you can have your feet flat. Imagine that you have roots going down out of each of your feet and going down deep into the middle of the earth and wrapping around a big crystal. And you can pick whatever crystal you want. I sometimes use an amethyst one. You can use any kind of stone that resonates with you. And you wrap around this stone, and then the roots come back up around from the stone and wrap up gently around your feet, pulling you gently and safely to earth again. And one of the things I ask people to do is just check and make sure the tension is exactly right for you. So you've got the tree roots down to the center of the earth. The next thing that I was guided to do is then now that you're firmly anchored in the earth, You imagine your eyes going up to the top of the tree. You follow the whole tree up, all the way up, up, up to the top until you're beyond the tree and you're putting your energy out into the universe for support. And then just stay in this meditative state for a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, with yourself totally grounded into the planet and up, getting information from all that is from God. You're connected and you're safe, and the earth energy is helping you. So another option for you is to ground by breathing. So as I've done in other podcasts, you can place one hand on your belly, one on your heart instead of just your chest, but your heart is pretty much in the middle anyway. And breathe in through your nose and exhale slowly out through your nose or through your mouth. And as you breathe, picture your energy settling low into your body. And again, as I've mentioned in other podcasts, you may not have seen this, another way to get really deep breathing is to take either hand, you don't need both, and touch your thumb and your middle and your thumb and your first finger. If you do your first finger, you will breathe deeper into your diaphragm. If you add the two fingers, so you've got this, either hand, you don't need both, it will force diaphragmatic breathing and will calm you down. So even if maybe you're at work, maybe you're at a meeting and things are going funny or you're being affected, you can do this. It's going to force diaphragmatic breathing. It's going to calm your system down and go. And this will help. It'll ground you. The last thing that I wanted to offer is to mindfully eat or drink. So something you enjoy, like water, tea, or a bite of fruit. I want you to, as you're drinking or tasting it, make yourself be present. Tell yourself in your mind, I'm present, I'm here, I'm in this moment, I'm aware of what I'm eating, I'm aware of what I'm drinking. So there we go. And if you want a full body grounding clearing, I do have, you'd have to get hold of me through janecphillips.com and schedule and let me know through an email that you'd like to have a pro bono Thursday session. I do those a couple times a month, and I allow 2 or 3 people per day to come and have an energy clearing for a donation purposes. And donation is not required. It's just would be kind if you wanted to do that. So these one-on-one sessions, they're 50 minutes, are a great way to receive support with no financial pressure. And just you visit Jane C. Phillips to send me an email because these are, it's a blocked link, and I will send you the link for it. So one of the most healing things we can do is to stop carrying everything alone. You're not meant to hold all the stress of the world by yourself. And the earth can help you compost emotional energy, just like it composts leaves into rich soil. You can say, Mother Earth, I give you what I no longer need. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for holding me. Please take what I release and recycle it for good. The earth is not just dirt. It's a field of wisdom, strength, and deep calm. When you allow yourself to connect with it, something in you settles. Your nervous system slows, your heart opens, your soul breathes again. Let the earth hold you. You don't have to fix everything. You just need to reconnect. And you can imagine yourself as a little child who has no other worries in the world, even though you might, who spends all their time looking for bugs, finding little flowers in the grass, and showing them to their parents. And as I've stated in earlier podcasts, I have a park near where I live, where if I want some little child energy, I go and watch and observe all the things they notice that I might have missed if I wasn't there watching them. So this week, I invite you to take even 5 minutes to go outside and touch the earth, sit under a tree, breathe with intention, and let your body settle. Next week, we'll close out our April series with one more powerful tool, how to build an energetic buffer. Lots of people in my classes and things I teach have asked, how do I protect myself from all of this stuff? So if you ever felt like the world just seeps into your system too easily, or you want to be able to go to events and have a little bit more protection instead of being quite so open, next week's session on the 29th is for you. So until then, stay grounded, stay clear, and remember, you are supported more than you know. And think about looking up Clint Ober, O-B-E-R, and his earthing information. You might find it beneficial for you. And you can always reach out to me for a pro bono session and find a slot on a Thursday if you want to at janecphillips.com. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to Release Your Potential Now with Jane, your weekly dose of energy wisdom and healing. Tune in on Transformation Talk Radio to unlock the power of energy healing and transform your life one insight at a time. Share this episode with a friend who's feeling stuck and might benefit from a little extra support on their journey. Together, we can create a ripple effect of healing and positivity, empowering individuals to live healthier, more joyful lives. Are you ready to gain control of your life and health? Then visit janecphillips.com to book a session, join a workshop, or explore how energy wisdom can help you heal and thrive.